4 years ago, I left the United States and I thought I'd seen the worst. I was wrong, and I don't quite know exactly how to convey how I feel about the results of the American presidential election. If you're new here, my name is Peter. I'm an American and German, and I permanently moved from Oklahoma to Scotland back in 2020. I left the United States for many reasons, not just political. And while I am relieved to be away from the political chaos in the United States, I never thought I would be this relieved. I've been pretty silent on this channel for a couple months now, but since the US election, my YouTube views have skyrocketed. Obviously, there are many more Americans that are actively looking for a way out, and while I am grateful for the additional eyeballs and views to my videos and subscribers, the reason behind that is, quite frankly, terrifying. It can be easy to watch from across the pond and feel distant to it, but without even getting into the global ramifications of this, I have friends and family that are stuck in the US, and it's impossible to not worry for them. Now, before you go into the comment section and try to start something, I'm going to say that I have no interest or energy to debate politics or moral issues in the YouTube comment section. I will not be engaging in that, and quite frankly, I am burned the fuck out. As it is, I don't really consider what's happening in the US as much of a political issue as a moral issue, and the result of years of propaganda and lack of education. When I lived in the US, I got accused many times of being a socialist and a communist because I believe in common sense things like universal health care and taxes being used to benefit the citizens. The United States does not have a liberal political party. I wish the US had a political party that I could fully embrace. The closest to that would be the likes of Bernie Sanders and AOC, but the powers that be have made it painfully obvious that people like that will probably never be allowed to lead in the US. I'm not saying that it's perfect here in the UK, because it's not, but the American political system is completely broken. You have one party that is a fascist party and another party that is right of center and usually don't actually end up doing the things that they promise to do. The US has never really had democracy, and for years I've considered it a plutocracy, but I fear that now it is even worse than that. I really underestimated the willingness of Americans to embrace the ideologies of fascism. The fact that a fascist got any votes, let alone the majority of them, is terrifying. And even if there are any future elections, which there might not be, the results of this will be seen for years to come. I realize this video so far has just been me whinging about the United States, but as hard as I can try, I'm not sure if I can put any kind of a positive spin on this. If you are one of the many Americans that is actively looking to leave, I really wish you the best. I hope that you can figure it out. I realize that I am incredibly privileged in my opportunity to leave the US and raise my kids somewhere else. But I know that unfortunately, not everyone is able to do that. I'm not an expert on visas, and from my understanding, getting a visa to the UK is much harder than a lot of countries. But if you are able to figure out a way to leave the US like that, I do hope that the rest of my content can help. If you haven't already watched these videos, I will put a link here and in the description on my playlist of videos that I've made on the things that you need to do in the year or so leading up to your move to the UK, as well as directly after you get here. If you have pets, I'm also particularly proud of this video on how to bring your cat or dog to the UK without having to quarantine them, so check that one out as well. I don't know what the next few years are going to bring, but I do hope that this isn't the end of the story. It feels like we're living through Idiocracy and The Handmaid's Tale turning from fiction into a documentary, and I really hope that I am wrong about that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that me speaking out about this does not bury my channel in the algorithm. So if you did like it, or if you want to see future content about the UK compared to the United States or anything like that, please like and subscribe to the video so YouTube knows that you enjoyed it. That's it for today. I will see you next time.